Welcome back to Vors Physical Media. I'm Vanessa. As you can tell, Charles is not with me today. He has a horrible toothache and I feel so bad. He's in a lot of pain right now and he doesn't go to the dentist till Thursday. So he's probably not going to be in any videos probably this week. You'll probably see him next week. So I'm actually going to show you guys what we are watching in the month of March. I know we are very behind on this, so obviously we have already watched some of our titles, so I'm going to show you everything else that we will be watching in the month of March. So first up, we have a full moon feature title, which is Demonic Toys, which of course has got Baby Oopsie in it. I'm very excited to watch this. And here's your spine. And here is the back. Next, we have the 4K of Aquaman, which I actually have not seen yet, so I'm excited to watch this. And of course, Marvel in DC, we get the steelbooks, and I forgot to show you the inside of Demonic Toys, so I'll do that in a second. And there's inside artwork and disc artwork for Aquaman. And sorry, I didn't show you the inside artwork of Demonic Toys because Full Moon does put artwork on their discs. So I apologize for not doing that first. Okay. Next, which is definitely a title we are both looking forward to watching. It's actually our first Death Crocodile title, and it is of Felidae. So here's the front, the spine, and the back of the box set. And it comes with a book, which is pretty hefty. And then you've got your Blu-ray disc. And you do have disc artwork. Let me put this back in. Okay, put the little J card back on. We have another full moon feature, which is Shadow Zone Remastered. So here's the front, the spine, and the back. And there is disc artwork. If you guys haven't checked out a full moon feature, you definitely need to. They're B movies, but they're definitely worth your time, and they're not very expensive either. Next is a newer title starring Samara Weaving, and it is Azrael. Both of us were looking forward to this one. And the back. And it's the same artwork. And there is disc artwork. It is an IFC film. We've got a Warner Archive, which you know how we love all of the animated titles that are coming out, and this one is Looney Tunes Daffy Duck's Quackbusters. And the back. And there is disc artwork. I love how they put artwork on the Warner Archive stuff, but not really on the Warner Brother titles. Next is, I believe, a Lionsgate. Yes, a Lionsgate title, and it is the 4K of The Lining. This is the steelbook. And the back of the cool thing. So you've got this one, which is actually the back of the steelbook, and the front of the steelbook, and your spine. The cool thing I'll tell you about in a second about this steelbook, and inside artwork and disc artwork. Like we showed you in the beginning, you've got it. You can have it this way, or if you flip the steelbook around with the red, actually shows you different artwork, which I thought was actually pretty neat on how they did that. Next, we have a Shout Studios, which we already had the 4K of this, but we really wanted to get the steelbook, and it is the Dark Crystal. This was, I believe, a Walmart exclusive steelbook. And there is inside artwork and disc artwork. We've got a Shout Factory Select title, which is number 16 in the line, and it is Streets of Fire. This has Diane Lane in it and Rick Moranis. So it's definitely interesting to see him in movies that we haven't seen, especially because he doesn't act anymore. And more inside artwork. So you've got the 4K on this disc, the Blu-ray on this disc, and all your special features are on this one. A Universal title, and this is starring Paul Newman and Robert Redford in The Sting. Spine and the back. And the 4K actually has disc artwork. We have another Shout Studios title, and we ended up going with the slipcover because we didn't really like the steelbook in this one. And it is an Oliver Stone film, and it's number 147 in the line, and it is Natural Born Killers with Juliette Lewis and Woody Harrelson. Spine in the back, and it is the same artwork there. Now you get the 4K director's cut, you get the Blu-ray theatrical cut, and a Blu-ray of the director's cut in this one. That's why this one's pretty hefty. We have a Stanley Kubrick movie, and I've seen this a million times. I know he's seen this a million times, but I'm definitely excited to watch this on 4K. This will be the first time watching it on 4K, and it is Full Metal Jacket. Here's your spine and the back. I mean, obviously we haven't seen it yet because it's still wrapped in its plastic. We actually got this one sent over from Paramount, so thank you again, Paramount, for sending this to us. And we are finally going to be watching the 4K of Smile 2. And here's your spine and the back of those creepy smiles. I am happy that we did receive the slipcover version and not the steelbook, and I believe Charles feels the same way, because that slipcover was not very pretty. Not at all. And of course there is no disc artwork. We both really enjoyed the first Smile, so I hope this one is just as good. Now we have an animated title, and it's actually a Disney movie. We got some Disney movies that we actually have not seen in 4K or newer movies, so we're trying to incorporate those as well. And we refused to pay the 4K Steelbook for this because the price was just insane, so we ended up getting the Blu-ray, and it is Elemental. Here's your spine and the back. It is embossed right here with the Elemental, and then of course with the Fire Girl and the Water Guy. Don't know their names, we haven't watched it yet. So the same artwork. And oh my gosh, there is actually disc artwork. Okay, put this one away. We have another Shout Studios movie, and I've actually never seen this one, but he says it's such a great movie. It's number 37 in the line, and it is the 4K of Matinee with John Goodman. Here's the front, the spine, and the back. And it is the same artwork. And there is disc artwork. Well, we got a doggy movie up next by Warner Brothers. And this is actually from the director of Remember the Titans and the producer of Marley and Me, which is Max. Best friend, hero, Marine. So here's the front, here is the spine, and here's the back. This is starring Lauren Graham. There is no disc artwork, but the name Max actually has a dog where the A is. You know Charles and how much he loves animal movies, and so do I. Next, we actually imported this one because we were only getting the Blu-ray over here, and we wanted to actually get the 4K, and I believe one of our subscribers said this movie was actually pretty decent. And it is the 4K of Hellboy, The Crooked Man. So we ended up buying it, so thank you. Here's your spine and the back. It's actually pretty hefty. Seeing if I recognize any name, not off the top of my head, but it's the same artwork. Now you actually get a lot in this one. So here is your 4K of the feature and your Blu-ray of the feature and the extras. Excuse me, but you also actually get a poster. As you can tell, we haven't really opened this up, but you get this artwork, and I actually kind of like this one, and this artwork. And that's not it. You actually get art cards as well. Let me take these out one at a time, because I try my best to keep that as best as possible. So we've got this one, this one, this one, and the last one is this one. I will put this all back together once I am done. So we watched the next one. We actually watched the first one, and that is actually starring Kiefer Sutherland, and it is Mirrors. And this is Mirrors 2 Unrated. And this actually has Nick Stahl and Christy Romano. So here's the front, the spine, and the back. And there is no disc artwork, but you have side A and side B. So I'm assuming one is probably the widescreen and the other one is the full screen. Next, we've got Deadpool, because we watched the first Deadpool. Now we have Deadpool 2. So here is the front, back, and here's the spine. And the slipcover, obviously. And you know how Deadpool does it. This is very hefty, by the way. So you've got the 4K Deadpool 2, which it says hashtag new performance rock. Deadpool 2 super duper cut, so the longer and packed with pixels 4K, and the super duper cut Blu-ray of longer is better, and the hashtag going strong since 06. That's why it's so hefty, is because there are so many discs in this one. Okay. Two more titles. So we finally got the Blu-ray of Little Nicky. And here's your spine and the back. You have no idea how excited Charles was when this movie came out. And there is disc artwork, and this is from Shout Studios as well. This movie's funny. If you've never seen it, it's very, very funny. Starring Adam Sandler and Harvey Keitel, which is the devil. But there is also Patricia Arquette is in this movie as well. And the last title we'll be watching is the 4K of Snowpiercer. And apparently there's also a TV show of this, and we did not know till we did What's New in the World of Physical Media. So here's the front, the spine, and the back of the slipcover. And this steelbook. Here's your front, spine, and back. Ooh. And there is disc artwork and inside artwork. Behind this part is actually the train. And this actually has quite a few stars in this one. It has Chris Evans, excuse me, Tilda Swinton, Jamie Bell, Octavia Spencer, and John Hurt and Ed Harris are actually in this film. So that is actually what we are going to be finishing up the month of March of what we are watching. And that is it. So please like, comment, and subscribe, and keep hitting that bell notification so you know every single time that we actually post a video. And let us know what you are planning on watching for the rest of March. And we will definitely see you on the next one.